What's going on, guys? Ben here from BlackswanFx. Welcome to the weekly gold and GJ forecast. So we're going to look at what we can potentially expect to see next week. And we're going to be starting on the monthly time frame on gold and GJ and work our way down to the 1 hour, 30 minute and see what we can expect and see where price is probabilistically going to go. So guys, as we can see here, we've still got the confirmed continuation on the monthly, and that's one thing to add. We are on the last day of the month now, so tomorrow we're going to have a fresh monthly candle open. So this April's candle has closed bullish. We've got this confirmed continuation here as we've been going over week to week, guys. If you want to go watch these week to week, we are practically getting these almost 100% right every week, and we use this exact forecast to take all of our signals week to week, guys. So remember, as I say, if you want to get in, trade live with us every day, you can go BlackswanFx.com, jump in the group and jump on the lives with us every single day. We also have a super sick FTMO smashing robot. I've done all the work for you, set files included. All you got to do is watch a frigging video and plug it in. Anyway, so we've got this confirmed continuation here, engulfing pattern, and we had a pullback on the candle. And on this move here, I was actually expecting the push this month up to the 2070. We didn't get that. Price has fallen back down here. However, we have still closed above these wicks, so that does indicate to me price is still with the bulls. However, on the new candle open, we could expect a pullback or a push down first before we continue. But let's go down the time frames and see if we can gain more clarity. So on the weekly, we are still bullish. Look, we've got an impulse, retracement, impulse here. Now, again, we had a very nice continuation pattern here. On the week, the 3rd of April, when this candle closed, a new one opened on the 10th. I was so bullish here, especially when we broke this high. I wanted to see price skyrocket up here and just close that gap and continue going, but price didn't. It actually started falling back down. You can see here, look, we started breaking the lows of the candles. And last week, we've come into some consolidation here. We didn't break the low. We didn't break the high. So that's what I'm going to be looking at this week. The candle closed above the, previous weekly low, previous weekly high. And on the daily, guys, I mean, the daily, it hasn't been the best last week. Look, we've been stuck in consolidation here. We had the previous daily low, which was here. And we had a candle close, below that daily low, which then flipped the daily price action from bullish to bearish, or the way I was looking at price anyway, from bullish to bearish. So until we break above here, again, on the daily, I'm not going to be bullish on the daily. If we as soon as we close above here, then I'm bullish. I'm going to be looking for low time frame entries. I'm going to be taking price up to these previous highs. However, it needs to break out of this zone first. I didn't trade gold much last week just because of this chop here. I mean, look at the price action. It's horrendous. You don't want to be stuck in that. We want trending price action. So let's hope that we get a breakout next week. So if we go down to the 4 hour, what can we see again? Again, we're stuck in this consolidation. It does look like a big accumulation forming. So, I mean, price could, be doing this, ranging, could have a wick next week, come up, wake off, and then, decide to reverse and pump up like that. That's what I'm going to be looking for and expecting, because as I say, on the monthly, weekly, we're still super bullish on gold. We just need to get out of this chop. So looking at gold right here, I'm not really interested in trading gold, while we've got the 4 hour candles stuck in this range here. Ideally, where is the 4 hour high here? So I want gold to break above this 4 hour high. Yeah, until it breaks above there, I'm not really interested in trading gold, or unless we make structure below the bottom of here either. I want to break out this range, guys. I need a solid candle close on the 4 hour. We need to make structure, and then I'll be looking to, take price up or down, whichever way it decides to go. And this is why I've been on GJ. GJ's pumping at the minute. It's had a nice breakout last week, trending really nice. We caught some nice moves. So as I say, guys, don't just jump in for the sake of it. Wait for the market to come to you. Wait for your entries to form, and then you'll find that your entries are going to play out more, and you're going to have a higher chance of winning because you're not trading in chop. You're trading when price is moving, not just moving up and down like this, taking your money. Okay. Again, the hour, this is what I'm waiting for, guys, on the hourly time frame. I'm not really interested. I just don't care about trading in here because look at it. Price is just going up, down, up, down, up, down, wicks everywhere, fake counts galore. I mean, it's not for me. Gold's looking like shit at the moment, as I say. So, if we get up to this level, where are we? Where's my little trend line gone? Where's the 1 hour high again? Come down here. And this is basically hourly range here. So, I mean, you know, if we break, again, we're really lining this up with the 4 hour. So let me just get hold of that line again. So, I mean, if we break above here, you know, structurally, you might get an entry up to here, but it's going to be lower probability than trading when it's trending. We're trading inside this range and we're just following price. And it depends as well, you know, where liquidity is sitting. Look, we've got the, you know, previous week liquidity here, previous weekly high liquidity there. Or was that previous day there? I don't know, because it's on the weekend. So yeah, previous days liquidity there, previous weekly high. So we've got liquidity line there. So I mean, price could open, consolidate here. If we make structure and we have an A+ setup, I might take an entry there, but it would only be using 50% of normal risk just because of how price is moving. I don't want to put full risk in there because we're not trending. And again, the same, you know, if we break the lows here, you know, if we're going to get a 4 hour or a 1 hour continuation, you know, I have to make structure here to then look to go down. So we aren't part of this liquidity here. If price just quickly nips out, nips back in. And if it does that, if price does nip back in, make structure, then that will give us confirmation that we could take a buy, you know, back up in this range here. So again, that's what I'll be looking for. And vice versa as well. You know, if price, you know, wicks up here, makes structure, then you've got this range to trade into. You've just got to wait for price to show you what it wants to do. However, trading inside this range here, I'm not going to be risking full risk, you know, and I'm only going to maybe jump into something. I do see something A+. However, once we make structure out of this range here, then I will be looking to add full risk back in with A+ confirmations once price action is back on our side. Okay, GJ guys, again, looking beautiful. Look, we had 2 lovely entries here for continuations. This is the last entry we caught in the group here. We was aiming for the previous weekly high, and the reason for this is because we had the 1 hour bullish, the 4 hour bullish, the daily bullish, the monthly bullish, and the weekly was bearish. And all signs were pointing bullish. So for me, that weekly had to flip into bearish. That's where price was telling me it was going. And that's where we shot for, and that's where we hit on Friday there. And if you look here, you know, we broke out of the daily high, rejected the daily high, retested, sorry, and then straight up. And if you look here, again, we had some lovely continuations. I didn't bother jumping in. As I say, Friday, I finished for the day. We got that, bang, away from the charts. Don't need to continue trading and made the money. Finished. However, let's clear this and go on to the higher timeframes, guys. Oh, look at that. So the monthly has closed like this. That's a big bullish candle. So what I'm expecting is price to pull back here. We might push up a little bit on the open, but I want to see a pullback. And then, yeah, I want to see a pullback. And then we are potentially going to get a continuation because we've closed above here. So we could maybe just pull back into this range and continue depending on the volume, or we could pull back into here and fill this imbalance before then continuing to break the highs, because we have got the monthly candle now closed above these weeks. However, it hasn't quite closed above the high. So we might see, as I said, price open up, go back to the high, open up somewhere in here, and then decide to, you know, go down, retest, and then go up. So let's go down the time frames, guys, start working our way through the levels and see what we can potentially expect. So the weekly's closed bullish. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, the next weekly candle could literally just open bullish and just do this again. And we will trade that. If we get confirmation, we will trade that. However, for that to happen, you know, we need to get out of this range first. If we get on top of here, like if we open up, guys, and we just make structure on top of here, boom, it's go time. I'm trading up here. Again, I won't be using full risk, because we don't have something immediate to the left that we can base, you know, our TPs on properly. So we're going to be using previous levels. Well, because they're in the past, a few months back, they might not be as valid as something that happened last week. You know, like say, for example, if we got a pullback here and, you know, we're trading within that range that was just created, the fresh range, we know probabilistically with a high probability that it's going to go hit those highs again. So that's what we'll be aiming for. I'll be aiming for this. I'll be aiming for this up here, and then we'll just be taking it level by level, guys. But as I said, I am going to expect you know, a potential pullback and then continuation, but we'll just have to see. You know, I can't predict it because of where the candle is. It could just shoot up, it could just shoot down. I'm not going to look to trade the open. I'm just going to wait till price settles, and I'll jump on pre-London on Monday morning. So daily, again, it's just super bullish. As I say, we're stuck in this range here. So now we're getting some more clarity on the daily chart. This is going to be our zone here. So if price breaks out of here, gives a structure, then we're going to be able to trade up. If price fakes here and gives a structure, we can trade this range as well, because we've got a big range. If price breaks down, gives a structure, then we could look to take sales. But again, remember, we're trading against price. So if we take this, because we've got a super clean range on the left as well, if we take this, we're going to be using lower risk because of that, just because we're trading against the market. You know, if we do get setups here for buys or here for buyers confirmation, I am going to be using full risk because we've got all of the market on our side. But I'm actually excited to see where this is going to open. So you see, again, our first range that we need to worry about is just this one. This one was sitting in right here. If you look, this is where the previous range is after we broke structure here. So while price is above here, we can look to buy in this range with confirmation. While price is below, you know, we might get a retracement back down to, you know, these previous levels somewhere down here. We could have a big sell-off, you know, the first couple of days in the week, close this imbalance. So, you know, after we break below there, and then we could go up, you know, as we just drew out on the weekly and the monthly as the candle's pulling back. This is what price could, you know, also do here. So as I say, we got to wait for market to open. We've got to wait for price to settle, and these are our ranges to trade in. So when it's under here, we're going to be looking to sell down to here, using lower risk because we're trading against the market. While we're in here, we're going to be looking to trade within this range here. If we break above here, we're going to be looking to trade up towards this range here. And that's it, guys. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Study this. Super insightful. As I said, next week's going to be sick because GJ is trending. So high probability moves, guys. We're not stuck in shop. So yes, enjoy the rest of your week. And if you're not a member, guys, highly recommend you get in. I trade every single day using these breakdowns here. And I'm live 4 or 5 hours a day. So I can answer any questions you may have, teach you anything about trading you want to know. And you can ask me anything about business, life, personal stuff, whatever. I'm an open book. So have a good day, guys. And hopefully see you in the group tomorrow.